All right. This is Tex with the Farm Guild, Farm Community Guild, and just to touch base on a couple of questions I've seen several people ask in reference to marketplace, the boat, or the train. During guild tournament, let me put it this way: during county fair, this is reversed. Okay, but during any other time, your market and marketplace will pay more in coin and material than your train, and your train pays more than your boat or ship or barge, whichever way you want to call it. Okay. What becomes different is in the county fair, the points in the county fair, the shipping becomes more points per box per crate than what the train is, and the train's more than what the market is. As far as material and coins, it's still the same way. It's just that your points towards the county fair is a little bit higher. Okay, going the opposite direction. But one of the things that people talk about happens to be is working the actual market. Okay, doing the marketplace. And first thing I point out is that you need to go to the library. Okay, library being this little guy right over here. Okay, this building here, which is on your main farm, I would definitely recommend you going to it and going in there and upgrading your delivery. Okay, first thing happens to be is upgrade your coins is priority. All right, now I did not upgrade 5 of 5 right off the bat. I did 3 of 5, and then I went to the next shelf and I did a few things, and I went back and I did 4 of 5, and then I went to the next shelf and started doing things, and I went back and did 5 of 5. So literally doing your library is a complete different story here. But I just wanted to point out, working your delivery will help you achieve what you want to achieve in the market. Okay, so there's the one thing I'll point out. It'll also help you on your shipping and your train also eventually. But the market, it definitely helps it. Now, when it comes to working the market, I look at what I'm working on. Right this moment, I'm trying to build the actual buildings and buildings and fields. Okay, so therefore I'm working on bricks and glass. If I was working on land, I would be doing rakes and saws, but I'm not trying to get more rakes and saws right this moment. I'm trying to get more building material, which is your bricks and glass. However, I constantly always work on the library also. Library is the one thing I work. So therefore, this thing's broken down in 3 parts. So you have your land, you have your building, and you have your library. Your library takes books and ink. So what I need in books and ink happens to be, right this moment, you can see I need ink to take this up to 4 to 5. So that's what I'll be working on, is these guys right here, 4 to 5, for those two. So I need to build more in my ink than I do my books. So when I go to the marketplace, the first thing I do is, knowing that I need bricks and glass, which you can see 3 of them sitting over there on the left hand side. No, these guys here. So there's your bricks and glass. But yet then we also have this guy right here, your ink, and this guy right here, your books. So the first thing I will actually go do is, what I don't need is, I will click on it and recycle it. Okay, which I'm clicking on this little guy right down here. All right, so that's where you click on it and it will recycle. So now I only have the things that I want lit up. Okay, so I'll click on those, and I usually click the highest number first, and that's the first one I'll do. Okay, then I'll go through and just go through from one to the next, doing the next level number. Now, like I said, I need more bricks and glass, so therefore I'll do the bricks and glass first. And because I need ink, see, this one came up this way, so I'll go ahead and refurbish it. Because I need ink, I will go ahead and refurbish these guys right this moment. And then I'll click on the ink and I'll go after the ink. Well, it gave me bricks. I will collect the bricks in 1 second, 0. There we go. And now it's giving me saws. I'll click on there. And that's how I work this, is that I go by what I need and I work on the 2 that is for the either building or 2 for the land. No, building being bricks and glass, land being saws and rakes, and then I'll work on 1 of the actual items I needed from the actual library, and I build it that way. You can work on all 3, but it's been proven fact that you spend way more time doing this than you do anything else. Now, one of the things that somebody's asked me is in reference, or I've seen a couple posts about, is how to level quickly. If you want to level quickly, the one thing you want to do is this guy right here. Is I can't even get it to show because all my icons are down here in its way. The market. Work the market like we just clicked on. This market is what will build you, will raise your level faster than anything else. But here's the thing. You definitely need to go into this library and work the coins. Get these coins up, because these coins are what's going to pay for your leveling quickly. Okay? Because you're going to need to buy stuff as you're leveling, otherwise you're going to get left behind on certain parts. The other thing is that if you do level too quickly, one of the things that you'll run into is, like, I'm 28. What's the next thing that's going to come out? I think it's over here at farming, and we go scroll over, and 32 is the next thing here, which happens to be the potato oven. So it must be on the other farm, this guy here, and we will go in here and take a look. Yeah, level 30 is the pasta machine. So when I get to be 30, I'll need to have room here for the pasta machine. Now, just to give you an idea, I'm only missing out on rakes, so I can expand my land here for that pasta machine with no problem. Just getting a few more rakes. But that's the key behind it. Okay. So, and like I said, right this moment, my main thing I'm working on is building my numbers on these guys here. It's like I've got several of these fields that are level 5 right now. So hence, that's what I'm working on, is getting the fields to level 5, and then I'll work on getting the cows to level 5 and doing it that way. Because they're running maize right this moment, that's why I'm picking my corn while I'm talking. But yeah, so I need to get my cows to level 5 right this moment, level 2 and level 3. So that's what I'm working on, getting the products up so I can get those things to level 5, and then moving on from there. Hopefully that answered your questions in reference to what I do as far as marketplace and how I find the best way to work marketplace. This doesn't always work for everybody. It's just the way I work. So therefore, you take what I give offers to and modify it to where it works for you. Thank you for watching.